So, a major transit authority proudly announces some great news. Light rail accidents dropped by a whopping 40% this year compared to last year. So, this sounds like a massive victory for public safety. But to accurately interpret what this 40% reduction actually means, what is the absolute most critical piece of information missing from this claim? The trick here lies in the difference between relative values and absolute values. Percentages are inherently relative. They do not tell you the actual quantity of something. They only tell you how much a hidden underlying number changed. So without knowing the original starting point or baseline, that 40% figure floats in mid-air, completely unscaled. To calculate the actual real-world safety impact, we have to use this basic relationship. The accident counts for this year equals the baseline counts from last year. So A multiplied by 1 minus the 40% reduction. Now, because last year's count is multiplied directly by our percentage, the entire magnitude of the equation changes depending on that baseline value. Let's look at why this baseline completely changes the narrative. If the baseline last year was just 5 accidents, a 40% reduction means they had 3 accidents this year. Dropping from 5 to 3 could easily be a minor random statistical fluctuation. But what if the baseline last year was 100 accidents? A 40% drop brings it down to 60, preventing 40 real-world accidents represents a massive, undeniable shift in transit safety. Now, without the baseline, we cannot tell if we're looking at minor noise or a major milestone. So let's look at our options to see why one stands out above the rest. Option A, a baseline count, is exactly what we need to establish the true magnitude and evaluate if the drop is statistically significant. But what about option C, passenger count? While knowing total ridership helps calculate the safety rates, it's a secondary metric. It does not resolve the math of the core claim itself. And option B and D, average speed and maintenance budgets, these are operational variables. So they might help explain why accidents decrease, but they do absolutely nothing to help us verify or interpret the mathematical truth of the 40% claim. So the most important piece of information is A, the baseline number of accidents recorded last year. So never let an unscaled percentage trip you up without looking for its baseline first.